Hello and welcome to the Yachts for Sale video blog, and today we won't actually be talking about a yacht for sale at all, but rather a beautiful place to keep your yacht. Now, traditionally yacht owners tend to keep their yachts in the south of France, in Antibes or in Monaco, in the Balearic Islands or in South Florida, but recently some beautiful cruising grounds have opened up and are attracting many yacht owners. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful places in the world to go cruising now has to be Croatia. Croatia has 1,000 miles of coastline, but it has over 1,000 islands to explore and discover. The water is clean, the food is fantastic. It really does make a great alternative to the south of France, for example. Having said that, if you want to cruise in Croatia, probably the best place to keep your yacht is not in Croatia at all, but in a little country just south of Croatia called Montenegro. Now, the coastline in Montenegro creates a large natural safe haven for yachts in the area, and a wealthy Canadian businessman called Peter Monk spotted an opportunity here to build a beautiful modern marina village called Porto Montenegro. Now, I could bombard you with photographs of how great the cruising grounds are here, about the shops in the port, about the swimming pool that they have there, but I thought rather than do that, I'd invite Nizar Taji to join us on the video blog. He's the sales manager of Porto Montenegro, and he can identify 3 really compelling reasons as to why yacht owners and yacht captains should seriously consider Porto Montenegro as a place to keep their yacht. Those reasons are, first of all, tax advantages, serious tax advantages. Secondly, the infrastructure of the port itself. And third, the location of the port itself. So hi Nizar, thanks for joining me on the video blog. Let's start with the tax advantages of Porto Montenegro.
Perfect. Thank you, David, for inviting me on this interview. Porto Montenegro, as you know, is outside the EU, therefore we have a very yacht-friendly legislation. Mainly, we've got 0% VAT on charters, therefore we have no restriction to pick up or drop off charter guests. We have also tax and duty-free fuel, which is cheaper than in any other European country. You pay 0.70 euros on Teams in Porto Montenegro for a liter, whereas it costs the double in France and Italy. Sure. Also, we have a very low VAT percentage, which is 7% on marine-related services. And last but not least, all foreign yachts can remain in Montenegrin waters with no restriction on time, which is a great thing.
That's fantastic. So if I understand right, if a charter guest is picked up in Montenegro, charters maybe the Croatian islands, and then disembarks in Montenegro, there's no VAT on the charter, is that right?
Exactly, Dave. That's correct, yes.
Now let's say a charter guest is particularly unfortunate and the weather's really bad for some strange reason and they can't go out at sea. Can you tell me something about what the actual port is like if they have to stay for a day there?
Oh, definitely. Well, on site in Porto Montenegro, we have a 5-star hotel, Regent Hotel. We've got international restaurants, Mediterranean food, Asian food. We've got boutiques, we've got a yacht club, we have a sports club, a spa. We even have a Naval Heritage Collection museum,
oh, wow.
A clubhouse. So there's a lot to do, actually, in Porto Montenegro.
That's great. And Montenegro itself as a country, it's pretty strategically located, isn't it?
Exactly. We're centrally located between the 2 best cruising areas, Dave, which is Croatia in the north with their 1,100 islands, and obviously Greece in the south with their plus 5,000 islands. And we are also located in Boka Kotorska Fjord, which is one of the nicest fjords in the world.
Beautiful. It kind of makes you wonder why anybody would go to the south of France with their yacht, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a different. Montenegro is really beautiful and wild, and the nature is absolutely amazing. It's south of France is a different ballgame.
So somebody maybe charters a yacht in Montenegro. They enjoy it. They decide they want to bring their own yacht there. How easy is it to buy a berth in Porto Montenegro?
Well, Porto Montenegro has a limited supply of long-term leases. We have them on 10, 15, and 30-year duration. We only have 45 birds for sale out of 470. So it's really a limited supply. So we're looking forward to, sell these leases. And, one of our USPs is actually that we can accommodate yachts up to 180 meters. So, which is fantastic.
That's great. One of the things that I tell my clients is that actually, whereas a yacht purchase is rarely an investment, in fact quite the opposite, a berth purchase, if you make a smart purchase, it can be a pretty good investment.
Correct. The berth leases are income generating, so if the leaseholder decides to cruise for 6 months, 1 year, then he can sublet his berth at any time via our marina rental pool, and he receives 85% return on berth sublet revenue, which is quite nice.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Nitsa. Thanks very much for your time. I hope that the next time we meet it will be in person.
Great.
And I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye.
Now, if you've never taken your yacht to Croatia or to Montenegro, I really can't recommend it highly enough. It's worth at least chartering a yacht for a week to dip your toes in the water and see how much you enjoy it before actually taking your yacht there. I hope to film a video blog in Porto Montenegro later on in the year, and next week I'll be at the Miami Boat Show, swapping these rather sombre surroundings for something a little bit more colourful. So make sure you don't miss my video blog from the Miami Boat Show next week. Subscribe by clicking the link below, and do take a look at my Yachts for Sale blog too by clicking the link above.